What's up, everybody? Man, it is exciting to be with you tonight. We've got quite a fun episode here tonight talking about metabolic health, and we're going to be introducing the Brain and Body Reset Challenge. We're calling this one the Metabolic Makeover. It is my privilege to host this tonight, and I've got some help tonight. Joe Lambert. Joe,
Well,
are you
hello,
there?
hello. Such an honor to be
Super.
on tonight and
Yep.
supporting this. Let me just tell you, the Brain and Body Reset Challenge is kicking off to an incredible start. And tonight we're going to be digging into metabolic health. Um, just a little bit about us. We've been coaching for quite some time and worked together for quite some time and are partnering together to really come together. And I'm more of the soundboard. He's the genius behind it all, but we're having a good time. We
Yeah,
would
I was like,
love,
I was thinking, you're my partner. And she's like, well, I'm a sounding board. Well, you're a fantastic sounding board because we've gotten a lot done together. Why don't you, let's light up the chat a little bit here.
yeah. Let's light at the chat. If you are registered for the challenge, pop a 28 in the chat right now. Pull out your chat feature, type in a 28. And if this is the first time you have ever heard about this reset challenge, pop a 1 in the chat. Don't worry, you're not alone. And we're going to talk to you tonight too.
Yep, yep. It's
Awesome.
so good. We've done some of these challenges. We started doing the Brain and Body Reset Challenge in January. We had a big one in January. We had an awesome one in May. And now this is our September challenge. So this is going to take us through the next 28 days. We were talking earlier a little bit about metabolic health, and you started using an analogy about this van that you have. And so tell us a little bit about kind of relating metabolic health to this amazing van that you have.
This van that we have here is called the Lamb Bus. Because I don't know if you know me, but I have 7 children. And when we were pregnant, by the way, that baby was a baby that came along to us as a miracle after I lost my 65 pounds. Big deal. But when we were expecting our seventh baby, we could no longer fit in a small van. So we purchased a mega huge van that had 12 seats. And when we first got it, it was young. It was a fresh new little van. And we kept good care of it. We changed its oil and did what we needed to do. But we found over the years, over the last 10 years, that it has started to age. And in that process, we've had to really look under the hood and stay on top of things and be a little bit more focused on what we need to do to make sure the van runs smoothly and safely throughout the lifetime.
Mm.
And this analogy, a lot of the coaches and clients who know me, they know I'm the analogy queen. But this analogy actually is associated with our bodies. When we're young and we're growing, we can get away with some things and we can do sort of minimal maintenance. But as we age, we are in a space where doing some of those most important lifestyle adjustments become vital. Strength, building muscle, focusing on sleep, addressing how we play, how we move, fueling our body, not just feeding our body. All these pieces of the
Hmm.
puzzle come into play.
Yeah, it's so good. So you're going to probably hear the word more and more coming out just in our culture where metabolic health is a big deal. And I know with the Optavia and the partnership we have with Optavia, they are moving into Optavia, what they call 3.0. And 3.0 is going to be focused on metabolic health rather than just trying to chase weight loss or some of these other things. So metabolic health really is kind of that wholeness approach, and so that's why we have this 28-day brain and body reset challenge, the metabolic makeover. And this challenge is specifically designed to transform. Well, that transform is a big fancy word. You may have heard it a lot, but it means to make better. It means to go from something to something better, a better version of it. And we think of that transforming the life you actually live, the body
Yes.
you wake up in. the one you go to sleep in, the one that you chase your kids around and grandkids, and the one that can run up and down stairs, like the practical body that you live in every day. Some people say, where do you live? And technically, we all live in here. We live in our bodies, right? Our bodies live in a house, but we live in this body. And so think about that as a gift that we have that we can transform. We can take that old car, for example, we can refurbish it and make it new in many areas. So think
Well,
about these. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, as you're talking, Craig, it's bouncing around in my mind that it's very common, especially in this day and age, to want kind of a quick fix or something simple, or what's the magic, or what's the one magic tip to avoid metabolic dysfunction or to solve whatever health issues. And you and I know, we've been coaching long enough to know that there is no one little thing that's the magic. The magic is all the pieces of the puzzle. It's every aspect. And it
Hmm.
doesn't have to be overwhelming. And that's actually where this metabolic reset comes in. This is where we build those pieces of the puzzle in. I often say, like, I will have clients come to me. I don't know how it feels for you, Craig, but sometimes I have a client and they'll share with me that they want to lose 50 pounds or 30 pounds or whatever number. And I always think, well, do you want to lose 30 pounds or do you want to become someone who wakes up every day 30 pounds lighter without thinking about it?
Hmm.
How does that happen?
It's the new normal, if you will.
Right. It's all the nitty-gritty of all the day-to-day little actions and behaviors that accumulate. And cool thing is, those lifestyle habits, those hydrating, sleep, all of that is coming together right here in the challenge for you.
Exactly. So we're going to get into it. The challenge goes 28 days. Every day there is a video. We call it the daily lesson. And it's a lesson from one of our health coaches that's been perfectly and precisely curated to talk about metabolic health. So we're going to be talking about continuous glucose monitors and body composition scales. So we can get, like, you see the big number when you step on the scale. Have you ever thought to yourself, when I look at that number is made up of some other numbers. What are those numbers? You can come back from a trip and you can be gained weight or lost weight, but what weight did you gain? What weight did you lose? It's sort of a silly number just to say I gained 2 pounds. The question is, what kind of pounds did you gain? So we're going to be talking about body composition scales. We're going to be talking about hormones. We're going to be talking about amino acids. What about electrolytes? What the heck are electrolytes, and how are they different from amino acids? Kind of seems like the same word. Well, it's not the same thing. And we're going to be talking about sleep health and different things that we do. It's a lot of amazing content. The neat thing about each one of those videos, they're about 2 minutes long. So it's simple, it's light, and at the end of every video you get a little tip or a watch out for this kind of a thing. So that's going to be great. But the other thing you're going to do is we have ways to get points, and we're going to actually talk about that now. The registration, first of all, the Brain and Body Reset Challenge is open by invitation only. Well, how do I get an invitation? Well, the invitation comes through opt to be a coach, or maybe somebody that you know that's in the challenge. They can send you their link. The neat thing that we've done is we've set up invitation links. We call them magic links because they connect you in almost like a family tree. So if the coach sends out something to somebody they know, they get their own link. And when they send it out to somebody they know, they get their own link. And when they send it to someone, so then everybody gets grouped into the same team so they can all play together and find that super community. So that's what the registration process does. When you register, you also get magic scoring links. I'm going to let you talk about the last two in a second. But a magic scoring link is one-stop shop. And this is actually what the scoring link sheet looks like. So when you go there, if you've met your water steps for the day or water goal, And you click yes. If you've met your steps for the day, you click yes. If you've got your sleep last night, you click yes. And then at the end of this webinar, we're going to give you a keyword, and you have to type in the keyword precisely. Earlier today, somebody typed in a keyword and they had an exclamation mark at the end. They used the win call and an exclamation point. That did not count because there is no exclamation mark at the end of the keyword on the win call today. So you have to do them exactly as we typed them. So you're going to want to be watching and write it down. But that's how you get points for your action steps. Those are the first three. And then your learning points, which have keywords associated with the last three. And that's how you earn points. Why don't you go ahead and talk to us about how much you get for each thing and a little bit about the weigh in and weigh out process, Joe?
Absolutely. So, one thing I just want to really help everybody to understand about this challenge is how simple it is. You have the magic scoring link, and it is simple. Everything is built into that. Even the little educational video that we have every day that occurs in our special community. Now, our community chat and all of that that's going on, that's occurring on a website. So just so you know, it's not through Facebook or some other place. It's actually on its own special community website that you can access and learn and chat and interact. So you're earning points for all those actions we just talked about: sleep, um, steps, hydration. You're earning points for joining the win call. Now, the win call is sort of like our group coaching sessions. They occur 10 times every single week, and you have the opportunity to join two or more of them. When you do two, you get a point each time you join them. You get 2 points. When you dive into our webinars, like tonight, you're joining the webinar or you're listening to it recorded. And you're going to go in there and you're going to get points for joining the webinar. Is it five? 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have an opportunity to open up the door to really understanding your habits of thinking in this process. I will tell you 99% of the challenges that occur with your metabolic dysfunction, it's actually how you're thinking and how you're approaching life, fueling your body, moving your body, and what your beliefs are about that. And so what's really cool is we actually offer a course in this, and you can kind of join in and participate for free to join into that debrief, and you get those 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yep.
ahead, Craig. You want to add on to that?
Yeah, and I know this probably sounds like a lot of information. It's exactly what we did in May, except for we added sleep. That's it. Everything else is the same. Points are the same. Bonus points the same. All that works. But your water is 1 point a day. Your steps are 1 point a day. Your sleep is 1 point a day. Every day you can get 3 points for action. So 3 times 28. There's your max points. Then you've got this webinar. There's 4 of these every Monday, 5, 10, 15, 20. If you do them all, you get 20. The Habit Finder Health Debrief, there's going to be 4 of them, but you get 20 points. You can attend all of them, but you attend one, you get the keyword, you get your 20 points. If you attend the others, you won't get points for it, not challenge points, but you still might learn something pretty awesome. So you can go to all of those as well. Every Tuesday night, they do those. So, and then as far as the weigh in and weigh out, people had questions about that. Do you want to run over that or you want me to run through that?
Yeah, let me dive into that because it's super simple right there on your magic scoring link. Like I said, everything is built into that magic scoring link that you get. And by the way, the challenge emails you that every day. So you also get an email to you. So check into your email, check your spam. If for some reason you're not seeing those, it's probably in your spam. You need to go find it. But that link has the weigh in and the weigh out. And you can weigh in anytime you want. Many of you have already done your weigh-in, and you'll see right there where you click, and it'll lead you through a process of just simply entering, taking pictures with your toes on the scale and a full body picture, and you'll upload those. Super simple. And the instructions are all built in, so you don't even have to
Mhm.
worry.
Yeah. Now,
Super
what
simple.
some people were saying, well, what if I just want to enter my points? Because you're going to weigh in at the beginning. Well,
Yep,
then tomorrow you're not going to weigh in. You're just going to get your daily action points. Well, then
yep,
you enter your action points, and then it says weight entry. No, I'm just adding my points. And so you just click
exactly.
no, and then you hit submit, and it goes straight there. Now you only need photos at the beginning, at the end. And someone said, well, I don't really want to send photos. And it's like, you can put photos of your dog if you want. But if you do win, you won't win because we won't have a verification unless your dog lost weight and he was on the scale, right? Whatever.
Uh,
But
by the
so
way, those
the,
photos don't
yeah,
need to be, you don't need to be in skimpy clothing at all. Please
yeah,
don't feel
yeah,
that.
exactly. So, yeah,
Sorry
so
about
the
that.
weigh
I
in,
apologize ahead of time, guys. That was
thank
my
you.
fault.
The Speedo, exactly. So the weigh in is where you have photos. The way out is where you have photos. And then during the challenge, you can just update your weight as you go. Every week, you can go in and just do your progress because we'll have leaderboards that show who's in the running for the prize money. Believe it or not, there's a number of you that have actually entered the challenge in the free category, and right now you're in the money. So we'll talk about how to change that here in a minute, right? So now we're going to jump into some of the details. Now on my phone, this is a picture of my phone. This is an iPhone, but it works for the Android, the other phones as well. And you can basically take any web page, website. You can take any of those and make a shortcut button. It looks like an app, but it's just a shortcut that takes you to a web page. And so what I did is I went to the 28-day challenge website, right? The community. And then I clicked at the bottom of the screen, and I'll show you on this next one. See at the bottom, there's the little blue arrow or blue box with an arrow. It's below the URL. There's a book to the right of it, and then there's two squares. If you click that, a sheet will pop up, and if you look carefully, it'll say add to home screen. Now on an Android, there's three little dots in the top right. You click that and it says add to home screen or add shortcut, right? So that way, like for me, I just go to this page and if I want to log into the course, I click the course. If I want to log into the community, I click the one that has an M that says 28. If I want to score my points, I click the points and it just takes me to my magic link and to my scores. So that's how I've set up my phone to be easy and quick, almost like it's an app each day. The next thing I want to go through here is when you're on your phone, up in the top left, there's these three little dashes. If you click on those, you'll see some chat channels. We've got the announcements channel. We've got one called the Big Losers for people that are really killing it on the scale. We've got people that are called the Chatty Challengers, people that just want to chat a lot. You can do some chat in there. Then we have the Super Steppers. Believe it or not, some people have like, 1,000 steps is the threshold minimum. And then some people are like, well, I'm going to do 10,000 a day. Great. And if you want to brag about
Heck,
it, we got a
yeah.
place for you to brag about it. Yeah, of
I
course we
want to
do.
see some serious, I definitely want to see some serious bragging in there. Like I'm expecting to see
Yeah.
some 20,000ers like hitting it hard.
Yep. Exactly. And then we have, so when you go into the challenge, this is what that looks like. And so you can see this is the community and it says, what's on your mind, Craig? It knows who I am. It's so fun to be known by your phone. So if you click on that, when you're trying to chat on there, you have a title of what your message is and then the body of your message. You have to have the title and the body filled out. Then you can click post. And so that's something that some people have had a little bit of challenge around that. This next one
I
is
just saw
when
that
you,
there's a gal in the chat. She had 33,000 steps today. I would say that's like a record. That's pretty
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Keep it going,
33.
Becky.
There you
Keep it
go.
going.
Get it, Becky. Nice work. So the other thing you can do is, so at the bottom of this page, it says home, it says communities, and then it's where you can log in and log out. And at the top, it says discussion, learning, events, and members. right? So if you click on the learning button right there, the learning button is going to take you to this. Now, for those of you that have played in the last challenges, your phone stored some of this information. And so a bunch of people today were saying, it's taking me to the May challenge. Yes, that's a caching issue. All the phones and the different computers keep a local copy of things. So we need to say, hey, look for the new copy. All right. And the way you do that is you go up there to the top where it says courses. I actually have a slide for this. Here you go. Right there. That's the one I think I want. Nope, this one here. Okay, so when you go to the courses, if it says the May challenge, up to the top, right below the time, the clock. I took this picture at 1:53 today, right? There's a blue button that says courses. If you click that, it'll take you to the next page, the one on the right there. And it says communities and courses. Which one are they going to click on, Joe?
They're going to choose the courses. This
Yep.
is what
And if you
we're
click
doing.
on the courses, then it'll take you to here and it'll say start learning. And you click on that, it'll take you. There's one new lesson every day that's released. So there's only one in there right now because we're on the 1st of September, right?
And you do get a point when you watch the short 2-minute video from the coach. And I just want to
Mm-hmm.
say there has been such an incredible collaboration of coaches involved in this challenge. You will learn so much. We are like this amazing, we've put our arms around you and we're going to do this whole challenge together with you. And it's fun, super, super
Mm-hmm.
fun. So that challenge course, in order to get the point, it's an automatic one. It's not a point that you're like having to enter into your points magic link. It shows up automatically as long as you hit the button after watching the video and you say, mark complete. Mark
Yep.
it.
Exactly. Now, during the week, I'll tell you about a couple little bonus things. We have got the action points, right? And well, no, in the course, you've got the daily video, and then at the end of the week, there's going to be a 7-question quiz. Uh, How many days are in a week? 7. There'll be a quiz for each of the little videos that you watched, and then you get 80% or better, and then you get to score for that as well. Now the
Oh,
last thing, put a 1 in the chat. No, let's put a 10 in the chat if you guys know of the Clar brothers, right? Yeah, a lot of you know these guys. It's a brother duo, and they do these super. It says cooking videos so easy, even a dude can do it, I believe is what their little tagline is. So we have the privilege of having the Clar brothers. They're going to do 4 simple cooking videos for the challenge. So you have the daily videos, you've got the quiz at the end of the week, and each week there's going to be a bonus Clar Brothers cooking video. So we are super excited to have them on board with this challenge.
well, I
All right.
cannot
We
wait.
we are rounding it up here. Talk about this a little bit here because we were talking about this earlier, and I know you've done challenges where you just were like, it didn't cost me to get in and it was a certain things. So tell me about that, Joe.
Exactly. I just want to kind of chime in here because I've been doing this for a long time, and so have you, Craig. And we've watched people participate in challenges. I've participated in different challenges through the years, and anytime I've participated for free, I'll tell you how committed I am about 10 days in. It's completely gone. It's off my radar. I'm not focused. I give up. And you know what? It's pretty easy to give up when there's no skin in the game. Now, we have made this so doable for the cost of like 2 lunches. It's $35 and you've got skin in the game, and we have thousands of dollars of cash prizes to give away. We have watched people walk away with so much cash out of this challenge. And my
Hmm.
guidance is put some money on the line, because when you do, you will level up your accountability. You'll level up your fun, you'll level up your excitement, and guess what? You'll level up your results.
Yep.
That's what I do for
As
you.
soon as you spend $35, you've now decided this has value. Hopefully you get more than $35 worth. If you win prize money, you will, but just the content itself. You have 28 days of content and a challenge to do those actions. And quite frankly, when else do you get a point for drinking your water? I mean, come on. It's
Exactly.
awesome.
Well,
I
and
drink my
keep in
water every
mind,
day and I don't get points unless there's
no
a
points for
challenge.
you. Well, and keep in mind, you've got the points category to win in, you've got weight loss category to win in. Some of you may not be doing weight loss, some may, but you have both categories that you can dive in and walk away with cash. There are multiple winners. We're not just
Yep.
throwing all the money at one person. You've got a lot of
And
opportunity.
there's a team category this year. So teams that have 10 a minimum of 10 premium members get to compete against the other teams with 10 premium members, and they're going to play for cash prizes as that as well. So if you want to join us, I know some people in the chat was like, I want to join, but I don't know how to get in. Who do I know that's got this magic link thing? Well, thing you can do is, who is your connection to Optavia, right? You may want to talk to your coach and say, are you in the Metabolic Meltdown Challenge? If they say, what? What is that? Well, maybe we can get them interested, because not all coaches, it's volunteer. You come in because you want to come in. So if your coach doesn't know about it but wants to be in, well, we can get them a coach's link. If your coach doesn't know anything about it and doesn't want to know anything about it, well, we still have a way for you to join. And that link, we'd rather you go with the coach first, but Chris has a link that he will put in the chat here, and you can join the generic team, and we'll try and find you a team to be on. So whether you're joining for your opt to be a coach or talking to a friend, join their team, or you join our generic team, we can get you in it. So lastly, are you guys ready for the keyword for tonight? This is worth 5. Let's say it, 5 points. Here we go. The keyword is metabolic, and that is exactly how it's spelled. And there's no exclamation mark at the end. Metabolic. Metabolic. All right. So that is your keyword. You can use this one time. And for those of you that are listening to the recording, you've got until next Sunday, the 7th, to get your points. We'll give you a whole week to get those points. Lastly, up here, we got Dr. A's Conscious Leadership Forum. That's going to be tomorrow. Of course, it is 12 noon, or what is it, 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern? That does not make any sense to me.
It's
I would
12,
say that's
it's 12 p.m. Eastern, and
Yeah,
it goes for an hour.
it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. 9 a.m. Pacific time,
9
12 p.m.
Pacific, 12.
Eastern.
So we're going with the normal time zones. We didn't change the world or anything. Okay, good. That's good. And it's September 2nd, which is tomorrow. So 9 a.m. if you're on the left coast, noon if you're on the right coast, right? And you
That's
can take your phone and scan that or take a screenshot and you can get to that. Next up, let's talk. We've got Pass the App. This is a family meal planning using the Optavia app. And we're going to show you how to find recipes, how to use the recipes, how to customize the recipes, all so you can have a plethora, say it with me, plethora of amazing and tasty lean and green meals. Thank you, Joe, for joining us. Thank you all for
Thank
joining us in the
you.
meltdown, the metabolic challenge. We'll see you
I
next
want
time.
to
Take
see
care,
all
everybody.
of you in there. Let's do this.
See you guys. Good night.
Bye. Good night.